Who is the strongest unit in All-Star Tower Defense? There are many ways you can get the number or make your decision, but today we are going to be seeing who has the highest damage per hit of any unit in All-Star Tower Defense. So let's go take a look at the highest damage units slash the best nuke units slash the best damage farm units in All-Star Tower Defense. Here we go. Alright guys, before we get it started, make sure you guys comment down below what kind of code unit should we make. Should it be a money unit, a damage unit, like a burn unit? What do you guys want? Comment it down below. Alright, let's go over to training mode and check out these highest damage units and reveal the highest or damage unit in All-Star Tower Defense. Here we go. Alright guys, let's start it off with the 6th highest damaging unit in All-Star Tower Defense. And that is the one and only Yami Yugi with his nuke ability. So let's get him placed down right. We'll just place him right here. And let's go take a look. Alright, first up, if you want to know how much his nuke costs, it's actually one of the cheaper nukes on this list. Alright, Search for Exodia now costs 3.05. You're going to notice that's a lot different from before. They keep nerfing him, making Exodia more expensive. Now, if you guys don't remember, Exodia used to suck. I think it was like a few million damage back in the day, but they buffed it like last summer or something. Yeah, they buffed it last summer, making it busted OP. So let's go hunt for Exodia real quick, and let's go see how much damage our boy Yami Yugi does. Also, this is probably the unit I recommend the most, unless you guys want to go the hard route with Light Yagami Prestige, because he is the easiest of all of these units to get on this list. So I highly recommend it. But the only problem with him is you're gonna wait for him to draw all of the cards. All right, so basically there are five cards in his deck, so it's a random chance he'll draw them. So honestly, usually you have about till card like 5 or 6, but depending on your RNG, you might get it sooner or later. And also, you don't know the exact time his nuke will drop unless you have very, very insanely good RNG. So you can see you're going to be waiting quite a while. Even on 3x speed, you're going to notice that this draw card ability kind of takes a while to pop off. So I guess we will not worry about that right now and take a look at it once we take a look at a few of the other units. So while we wait for this guy to pop off a little bit, let's make sure we have all our cutscenes on, etc. And let's check out our next bad boy. We got the one and only Sid. Alright, now Sid is a complete beast, and he is the 5th highest damaging unit in All-Star Tower Defense. Now, one thing that makes him OP is not only does he have that nuke ability, but you can see he is goated in raids with some insane raid damage. And if you max him out, you're going to notice he's also the strongest bleed unit in the game, 3 times stronger than Diavolo, and I would probably say way strong, probably even more than that, stronger than Zoro. However, you're going to notice he does not hit airs. Alright, same thing with Yugi. They do not hit airs, but not to fear, their nuke abilities do hit it. Alright, here we go with Yugi. He's already at 2 cards out of 29. We got to wait for him to draw 3 more cards. Alright, here we go. So now it's time for us to check out this nuke and see how much damage it does. Now, one problem with Atomic All Range, guys, is I don't believe it hits the entire map. It hits most of the map, but you got to be very careful with where you place him, or some units might get left out. Alright, let's go spawn in a unit real quick on the last path, and we'll be checking out that damage, guys. Let's go. Alright, here we go. We're just going to go spawn one bad boy in here. Alright, and we're going to use Atomic All Range. Let's go for it. Bang, there you go. Oh my gosh, look at the cutscene. That cutscene was fast and sick, though. Good job, Sid. Bang, look at that, guys. 6 billion damage just from one nuke ability. That's crazy good, guys. Alright, well, thankfully he's also sellable as well, but his nuke is a one-time ability, just like every single nuke on this list. Wow, we're already at 3 cards. We have to keep an eye on this bad boy. Alright. Yeah. So, you know what? We're gonna go do Yugi now. We'll wait for him for a second, and then we have to rejoin, because if you don't know, Mob and Sid's nukes, you can only use one or the other. So, we're gonna go wait for Yugi real quick, and then rejoin. Alright, come on, Yugi. You can draw those cards. Alright, we just drew that 4th card, so now we're just waiting for the nuke to drop. So we're gonna have to get some guys popping off. Oh wait, we have 3 guys on the map, so we'll just have to do a little bit of division. So we're just gonna wait for this last nuke to drop. All right, come on, buddy. You got 7 more cards, so it's a 1 in 7 chance right now that he draws that last card. Did we hit it? No. So now it's a 1 in 6 chance. All right, we'll wait for that to pop. So I'm expecting it to do 15 more billion. So it should be 21 billion if the math is correct. I believe he does 5 billion per hit now after the buff. All right, come on. 1 in 4 chance now. Now, this is the problem with Yugi. You have to wait around acting like a fool and waiting for him to kill the units. That's the nice thing about Mob and Sid. You don't have to wait. You can just click. Now, Sid is also pretty cheap to max out, too. I think he might be a little bit more expensive for all range, but it's not too bad. Actually, no, I think Mob is even cheaper than Sid. All right, there we go. We drew it, and yes, guys, I was right. We had 3 enemies on the map, so that means he's doing 5 billion each hit. So 5 billion, 6 billion. Hey, does that mean Mob's going to do 7 billion? Hey, let's find out. But as you're going to see here, his nuke, unfortunately, is really cheap. Look at that. But the problem with his nuke, Esperage, is you're going to notice that... let's just say it's not going to work because you can only use 1 nuke ability per game. All right. Now, that only applies to Mob and Sid. Everybody else, it doesn't matter. Like, I believe you can use all 3 if you would like to. All right, including Vegeta. So let's go over, reset that, and check out how good Mob's nuke is. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go check out our boy, Mob. All right, come on, bro. You got to be doing some crazy damage here. All right, now I think his hits the whole map. We'll test that out as well. So let's see if this is going to hit the whole map. So we're going to go spawn in 1 enemy on path number 2. All right, here we go. Let's go take a look at our damage, guys. Right now it's at 0, so Esperage. Bang, there you go, guys. All right, take a look at that. All right, finally his cutscene's playing. All right, here's his cutscene. Looks pretty cool. He turns around, does this little thingy, flies in the air, shoots off some fireworks, it looks like. There you go, guys. That's Mob for you. Interesting, interesting. Now, if you want to see how much damage it did, 7.5 billion for each enemy on the map. So, so far we have 5 billion, 6 billion, 7.5 billion. Now, this guy right here actually can peak at more than that. All right, this guy is actually pretty legendary of a unit. We have Goku and Vegeta. Now, the problem with Goku and Vegeta is he is going to, you have to kind of like charge him up a little bit. So we're going to place him down right here and charge him up. So that is the biggest problem with him. All right, Energy Bomba. Every time he kills an enemy, it's going to charge it a little bit. So I'm going to send in 10 enemies, and we'll see how much that charges Energy Bomba. So you guys can kind of get an idea. So we're going to go back over to path number, well, it starts at path 0. So path number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, actually that was 11 enemies, I think, technically. So whatever, 11 enemies. Here we go. And they should be all dead about now. Actually, maybe it was 10. I don't know, whatever. 10 enemies. 2%, guys. 2% from 10 enemies. So that means 5 enemies is 1%. So he's going to have to kill 500 enemies for him to fully charge his nuke. So I guess it's time to, you know, start spamming. Now, of course, guys, I think we can shortchange this with cloners. So let's spawn 5 cloners and see how that affects Energy Bomba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Go. So we spawned 5 cloners. Now they should pop into a bunch of people. I don't know if they're gonna be like 2 pop cloners or what, but if we're lucky, they'll pop into a lot of things. Yeah, it looks like we got a lot of guys here. All right, so we're at 3% now from 5 cloners. So is that everybody dead? All right, no, we got a bunch left still. All right, let's see if it works for cloners. Okay, so it does, guys. Yeah, I believe it does. So yeah, cloners can charge it a little bit extra as well, it looks like. But okay, that's good. So we're just gonna go spawn in as many enemies as we can real quick. All right, let's get it popping, and let's go charge this Energy Bomba. All right, here we go. Let's get it. 139%, nice. So let's go spawn in 2. All right, 1, 2. All right, it should kill one of those guys. Oh wait, that's cloners. That's gonna mess everything up. All right, we need to spawn it on this path. So we'll spawn it on path number 2. We'll spawn in 1 enemy. Here we go. All right, now let's go drop his Energy Bomba. Now the thing is, if you stack this with Asta, no, not Asta. If you stack this on the infinite mode for what's it called? For in World 3, he's actually gonna be doing 3x the damage, so 30 billion per hit. But for right now, only 10 billion. All right, you see that right there? 10 billion per hit. But if you have the elements right, it's gonna be 30 billion. Now it's the same thing for Mob and Sid. So if you stack Sid with Asta, you're going to be doing 18 billion per hit. That's crazy. All right, if you stack Zamasu with Mob, you're going to be doing 21 billion per hit, which is also insane. So little tricks of the trade there. So it's more like, it's 30 billion, but these guys are also doing quite a bit of damage as well. So now we have some weird units. Now these units technically have infinite damage, guys, all right? Now these two units with infinite damage are Luffy and Aizen, all right? So technically speaking, Luffy is the one that is going to be the most capable of reaching trillions of damage. Now to show you proof, we're gonna go to MTP's video. You're gonna see, look at that, guys, 17 billion. Well, let's just go skip ahead a little bit. Look at this, guys, 146,000 billion, which is crazy. So because that's such a W, don't forget to give my boy MTP the second a big sub and help this video reach 100,000 views, because how's it only at 99K? That's crazy for such a banger video. All right, so yeah, he can technically do a lot. Now Aizen, he technically can do more because Luffy is a 25% nuke. All right, and Aizen is a 50% nuke, but the problem with Aizen is 50% times 10 units. So now this guy supports as many units as you want on the map. So I don't really know how to do this the best way. So I'm just gonna spawn a bunch of units on path number 2, and hopefully things are going to work out. So we got a bunch of units placed down, and you're gonna see multiple abilities, 5th form gun. All right, he has a really, really long cutscene. But whatever, it does 25% damage, so theoretically infinite. There we go, and the cutscene takes forever though, which is crazy. And then it's the same thing for Aizen. Now it's gonna be hard for me to showcase them, so I'm just gonna skip ahead. But yeah, so Luffy's capable of doing over 100 trillion damage, and Aizen is capable of doing the same theoretically. But I don't think people have reached that high yet. Wow, look at how long is this cutscene? Did you guys just see that? All right, yeah, make sure you guys have cutscenes off if you're using Luffy, because otherwise you'll die before that cutscene's over. Jeez. All right, yeah, unfortunately, okay, yeah, we can't sell any of these guys, so yeah. So there you go, guys. The highest damage units are Aizen, and currently Luffy is the highest that is possible, but Aizen theoretically has a higher ceiling, I guess, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, so I'm gonna rank them like so. So here we go. All of these units are totally capable of maxing out your damage task, but in order: Pharaoh number 6, Yugi, all right, Sid number 5, Mob number 4, all right, Goku and Vegeta 7-star number 3, number 2, and then Luffy number 1, guys. The biggest damage units in All-Star Tower Defense. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Help me reach my co-unit goal, and peace.